Hi, I'm Victoria and I'm a child psychiatrist. We all have innate powers as parents, and if we learn to use them wisely, we will feel confident and competent when we go through parenthood. Today, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about parent powers and specifically step 5, and that's how you actually implement your parent powers. And I want to tell you about the thing that I think is the most important throughout the whole of your child's life. Today, I'm going to talk to you about sensitivity. Basically, sensitivity is your superpower when it comes to parent powers. And it's very much worth investing in and worth spending time understanding. So exactly what is sensitivity? It's basically how you pick up your child's cues and then how you respond to them. So when you're a sensitive parent, you notice the cues very quickly and then you respond to them appropriately. You don't have to be sensitive all the time. It's not realistic to be sensitive all the time, but it has to be fairly consistent. Most children are able to deal with some periods of you not being sensitive, but they need to see that it comes back and it returns to normal when you're feeling better in yourself. Often time is important for sensitivity because if you don't spend a lot of time with your children, you probably just won't pick up what the cues are and what's going on for them, but you don't have to be with them all the time. There's a lot of evidence showing that actually there is a limit on how much time you need to be sensitive to your child. It doesn't have to be 24 hours a day, even when they're little. So don't worry if you don't spend all of your time with your child. It doesn't mean that you won't be sensitive. You just have to be spending enough time for that to happen. So one of the things that really affects your sensitivity is where your mind is at, and that's why I'm always going on about self-care. It's really, really important because actually if you don't look after yourself, your brain's going to be elsewhere, you're going to be worrying about all the things that you need to do, and you're just not going to pick up on the cues that your child's giving you. You're not going to pick up on them, or you're going to over-respond to them or under-respond to them. Very hard to make those decisions if your brain's elsewhere. So make sure that you're getting enough sleep and all the things that I'm always saying to you, that you're seeing friends that make you feel positive, that you're getting the right food, that you're looking after yourself so that you can be in a place where it's easy for you to be sensitive to your child. And I really want to be clear here, sensitivity is not overreacting to what's happened. If you're constantly worrying about your child or any little thing, you make a huge fuss about it, that is not sensitivity. That's you being worried and probably just being in a heightened state generally. Sensitivity is when you respond appropriately to what has happened, that actually you're able to contain their worry rather than getting worried with them, that you notice what's happened but you don't escalate their own negative feelings, that you help them control those feelings. So being overly worried or fussing too much is not the same as sensitivity. It's got to be proportional to what's happened. Of course, sometimes it's right for you to be worried, but reserve that for the things that are really, really big, because usually what your child needs from you is actually for you to contain their feelings, not to kind of get really very worried with them. So what I really want you to think about this week is, what do you need to do to make sure that you're in a good place to be sensitive? Perhaps you need to make sure your basic needs are met. Perhaps what you need to do is to spend a bit more time with your child so you pick up on their cues a bit better. Perhaps what you need to do is actually decrease your own level of worry so that you cannot overreact to what's happening. I'd love to know which one of those 3 you've picked, so please click below, tell me what you thought, tell me what you're going to work on this week, and good luck becoming a better sensitive parent.